Hello again. Based on some common objections I receive, I thought it was wise to create this short video. When we read 2 Peter 3:10, many immediately picture a literal, fiery end to our planet. Quote, "The heavens will pass away with a great noise, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. Both the earth and the works that are in it will be burned up." Sounds apocalyptic, right? But what if Peter wasn't talking about the physical destruction of our world at all? What if he was describing a momentous covenantal shift? Now, the key to understanding this verse lies in one crucial Greek word, STOICHEION, Strong's G 4747. In 2 Peter 3:10, it's translated as elements. Now, in modern English, elements makes us think of hydrogen and oxygen. But in the first century, particularly within early Christian writings, STOICHEION had a much broader and often very specific meaning when discussing spiritual matters. So let's look at how the Apostle Paul uses STOICHEION. In Galatians 4:3 and 9, Paul refers to the basic principles or elements of the world. He contrasts these with the freedom found in Christ, clearly speaking of the burdensome elementary observances of the Old Covenant law, things like dietary rules, festivals, and rituals. Similarly, in Colossians 2:8, 20, and 21, Paul warns against being captivated by the elementary principles of the world rather than Christ. He mentions human traditions, regulations like do not handle, do not taste, do not touch, all hallmarks of the Mosaic law system, not cosmic gases. And then there's one more example from Hebrews 5:12. The author scolds believers who should be teachers but still need milk, saying they need to be taught the elementary principles or first principles of the oracles of God. Again, STOICHEION here refers to the foundational teachings and regulations, the basics of the new covenant understanding, not literal planetary components. So when Peter says the elements will melt with fervent heat, he's not envisioning planetary combustion. He's metaphorically describing the intense, fiery dissolution, the abolition of the Old Covenant system and its elementary principles, its rituals, its genealogies, its entire religious framework that was about to be burned away with the judgment on Jerusalem and the temple in 70 AD. It's the end of an age, the fiery end of the Mosaic covenant era, making way for the new. This isn't an end of the world scenario, it's the end of a world, the old covenantal world, making for the glorious new covenant age. Just some food for thought. Goodbye.